High frequencies, everyone. Black Fit Witch. I'm checking in about the dream state last night, and there was a lot of loops, turns, twists, roller coaster. It was the roller coaster last night. It was a lot of different parts, a lot of different moving parts, a lot of different dynamics, and I remember it all. But I'm not going to go through it all with you because some of the moving parts possibly won't connect for you. And it could be a distraction for some people. So I'm not going to give out that information. But I am going to say this. My incarnation objective, according to the Paut Neteru, if you're familiar with the Tree of Life and Kemetic spirituality, is Heteru and also Harukuhuti. It's fire, water, energy. You know, they're kind of like a balance of yin and yang here, right? If you're not familiar with Heteru and Harukuhuti, if you're familiar with the Orishas, it would be Oshun and it would be Ogun. Right, so the beauty, the joy, the feminine energy is Oshun and Heteru. They're the same. And then, of course, with Ogun, we get the fiery, the Harukuhuti, the fiery martial energy would be them. Right, so last night gave me a mixture of my incarnation objective. It gave me the beauty and the joy of Oshun, and it also gave me the fiery energy of Ogun. Right? It gave me the Heteru and the Harukuhuti, which was beautiful for my person because, like I said, that's my incarnation, and it's always beautiful to see how it plays out in the dream state. Because my thing with dreams, which is fun, is that you never know what you're going to get when you lay down and you close your eyes, right? You don't know where you're going to go. You don't know if you're going to remember where you went. You don't know if you're going to get back up into this waking state or stay in the sleep state and travel the multiverse. So every time I go to sleep, it's an exciting adventure for me. It's an escape from the earth school, and it's a step into higher dimensions. And it's information that I can remember, pull back, and bring back into this reality to digest, decipher, interact, and share as I'm doing now. So to go into the dream state, the first part was the fiery energy. I'm not going to really go in much of that. I'm going to go into, it's probably like the third or fourth portion of the dream. I'm going to fast forward into that part. Okay, so it was like I was at a school, but I was in like the nurse's office, and it was like I was a student there. So it felt like, you know, I was possibly like a teenager, and it was me and someone I know. She actually is one of my nail techs. We had snuck into the nurse's office to watch Jeopardy. Right, so we were trying to hide because she had a glass window so teachers could pass by, people could see us. So we didn't have a class, we had an open period. So we went in there to watch Jeopardy, and she allowed us to do that. And my mom came by, and again, I've told you all before in previous videos, my mom transitioned in this reality May 18th, 2020. And so she appeared in the dream. Now, she was at the window, and she had on purple. This is what I remember. She had on purple. And she was at the window there to pick me up, and the nurse had told me, I was like, oh, that's my mama. And she was dressed up. She was really pretty. She had on all purple, and I left with her. Now, when I leave with her, we get into this red sports car. Again, the fiery energy. We get into this red sports car, and she drops me off. She takes me and she drops me off, and it was dark outside. Again, like I tell you, it's always dark most of my dreams. And so she takes me and drops me off in this middle of this like farm land, but it was like a wooded area. It was just vast. It wasn't any houses or anything. It was just land. It was like a lot of land. And she said, I have to go and drop off this rental car. She said, meet me on the other side. So I was like, okay. Yeah, it's a dream. Who knows? Okay, meet you on the other side. Cool. I'll just go back from where you dropped me off and meet you on the other side. She had to drop the rental car off, right? Makes sense, right? It's a dream, right? So anyway, she leaves, drops me off there. And I was like, instead of going the street path she took, I said, I'm going to go straight down the hill. And it was hilly. It was like a big old hill. And I said, I'm going to go down this hill. So I walked down the hill, and this is where it gets really magical. I walked down this hill, and I'm thinking I'm getting to a road, and the end of the hill stops. Where the end of the hill stops, I look over the hill, and it's like the inside of the earth. I'm going to try to verbally give you visuals. The inside of the earth was dug out. I'm talking about deep, like this was at least about 20 feet, 30 feet, 50 feet. I don't know. It was deep down in the earth. I looked down, and all I saw was these beautiful waters. I mean, like clear waters of almost like a turquoise blue you've never seen before. It was so beautiful. It's almost about to make me cry. I saw just the vast colors and flourishing of the land, and everything was just so beautiful. And that's where it wasn't dark over there. Looking down deep inside the earth, it was like lit up. I didn't see a sun, but it was bright as if the sun was shining down in this deep core of the earth. And it was just majestically beautiful. Like I said, the stream of waters, there was a bird that flew past. It was almost like looking in a storybook. I looked down, and it was just absolutely beautiful. But then I was just like, okay, I can't meet her on the other side of that because I don't have a way to get down there. Right? If I fall and I wasn't lucid, because if I was lucid, I probably would have flew. And I didn't fly. I don't know why I didn't fly. Because I've gotten more, I've started to fly more in my dreams, and I know how to conjure up the energy to fly. And I didn't fly, so I saw it. And when I first saw it, it just took my breath in the dream. It was like, oh my God, it was just so majestic. It was just beautiful. So I was like, okay, I have to take the other path. I said, I'm going to have to go around back the way that she brought me through that path to get and meet her on the other side. So I turn around, and I'm going back up the hill. Now, it was two different directions I could go up the hill. I could go back the way that I came around, or I was like, I could go straight up the hill. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go straight up the hill. As I go straight up the hill, I'm seeing, it was dark. Again, the light was gone. The light was only in the core of the earth. There was no light going back up the hill. It was back dark again. And so I'm going up the hill, and I'm seeing like animals, like in the dark, and I couldn't really see, but I could see them. And they had created these different caves or places they were living in. And so one of them, the animals looked like they were, this is the best way I can describe them. They were almost like sheep or lamb. Flying lambs or something. And I kind of got pushed back with a little bit of anxiety or fear of like, I don't know if they're going to attack me. So I had some rocks or something in my hand. So I was just like, and I don't know where I got them from. They just appear. It's just like if some animal try to attack me, you know, I just throw this at them to distract them. But it was like the animals saw me, and they were kind of running away from me instead of me running, you know, from them. They was like, oh, we're running around. Let's go back into our cave space. So then I go, you know, I'm still walking, I'm trotting all the way up to the top of the hill. So I get to the very top of the hill and I see eagles. These eagles were in these huge shells. It was like baby eagles. So I was like, oh my God, it's a baby eagle. I was like, well, how did I get up here? When I looked and saw the eagle came and hit me. You know the little dent you have in your throat? Right here. That little circle right here. The eagle baby beak came. It was like he was eating right here on this circular part of my throat. And I was like, I turned around, I was like, oh my God, get this off of me, get this eagle off of me. And then it was like he wouldn't want to let me go. And then I finally threw him off. Well, when I threw him off, I was like, why would he want to? I don't have any food right here. Did he see some food? Was he trying to eat something off of my throat? And then the mama eagle came down. I was like, oh my God, the mama eagle is here. She's going to think I'm trying to attack her babies, and she's going to try to attack me. So I'm thinking, you know, she's about to attack me, but she didn't. She got her babies. She moved her babies back around how she needed to. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I go around, instead of going that way, I go back around through the hill to get to the path that my mother came in the red car to drop me off there. So that was my adventure. And then I woke up. Yeah, that was my dream last night. It was intriguing. It was mystical, majestic, definitely beautiful just to even see the core of the earth. But I've been thinking about it and trying to decipher the dream of what actually was the meaning behind, or the symbolism with the animals, with the eagle, with the flying lamb. Taking one path and my mother telling me to meet her on the other side, being that she's not even in this realm anymore. And then and she was in a red car, and meeting her on the other side, and I'm looking at the other side of where she is this beautiful, majestic, you know, core of the earth. Is just nothing, you know, we've ever seen before here in this reality. And it was just absolutely beautiful and peaceful. And it's like, oh my God, is that where she is on the other side? And then, of course, you know, when she picked me up from school, she's in purple. She's dressed in purple. Of course, purple is royalty. So many different symbolisms in the dream last night that I received. And I'm going to be definitely, I do these videos definitely to share, but I also do these videos as a dream journal for myself. So I can go back and kind of revisit these dreams and decipher these dreams. But also, if you're someone who is prophetic, has the dream prophecy of deciphering dreams, if you have that gifting, if it comes to you easily, if it's something that I said that stands out to you that you want to discuss with me or share with me, or if you have dreams that you want to share as well, please feel free to message me on here, leave a comment, like the video, subscribe. Also, follow me on Instagram, The Black Fit Witch. And please feel free to send me a message and let's, you know, connect. Because I feel like these dreams aren't just for me, but they're for me to share. And also, I feel like whatever dreams that people have, they're also to share to help us ascend in all realities here and other realities as we astral travel and we grow. This is for our spiritual growth, right? So thank you for listening. If you've still been here thus far, I appreciate you for listening. And definitely share in the comments or share with me whatever you felt like you deciphered in my dream, or whatever stood out for you. So peace and high frequencies as always.